We're back with a recap of the Browns' really bad loss to the New England Patriots. They lose by a score of 15-38, and there was not much optimism for me, and I don't think any Browns fan coming out of this game. Usually I do a good and a bad breakdown. I've tried to figure out some good things that happen with Browns games. I'm not going to do that this week. I'm just going to go over like one thing that was par for the course, and that is that Cade York actually made kicks that he was drafted to make this game, so that's fine, but he's expected to make all of those. That helps me and my fantasy team. That's about it. But we're going to get into the rest of this game, which hardly anything to be writing home about. Jacoby Brissett was awful this week. This was the definitive reason why he's a backup quarterback in this league. Just watch this game. He was awful. The game had a bad vibe early because of that interception, but also early in the second quarter. Kevin Stefanski going for it on 4th and 1 when the game was still tied at 3 and chip shot field goal range that Cade York can definitely make. He goes with a no-huddle quarterback sneak. It doesn't do anything. The sudden no-huddle for the offense hasn't been working very well this season. It seems to discombobulate the offense just as much as it's hoping to discombobulate the defense, and it hasn't been working. I don't know why they keep trying it. It's not working at all. And once again, this is Kevin Stefanski refusing easy points when getting a lead 6-3 in a game might have helped you a little bit. It probably doesn't matter seeing how the rest of the game plays out, but it's still frustrating to see that Kevin Stefanski is still not learning from anything. I know maybe that the analytics and the math say that it's better to go for it, but the math has not gone well for the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns have been on the more unlikely side of the analytics more than they have been the likely side. They are definitely helping drive that average down, the Browns are this year. And I think that a head coach has to coach that the players that they have and not the ones that they want to have. I feel like Kevin Stefanski's system, maybe it works if he has the perfect personnel that he would want for his system to play with, but he doesn't have that yet. He's probably not going to have it till December, and December's a long way away, and the season can be lost pretty darn soon. It can be another week or two of this, and December won't even matter. That's just going to be, those are going to be meaningless games by the time that Deshaun Watson gets back into the lineup. I think the defense is nowhere near good enough again. Joe Woods, this defense is not doing anything. Injuries to Clowney and Ward is not a valid excuse. We've seen this defense, whether it's injured, whether it's fully healthy, whatever, they're not getting it done. It hasn't improved. The aspects of it have improved, like the secondary isn't just letting anybody run free anymore, but the defense is still giving up just way too much on a week-to-week basis for Joe Woods to have a comfortable job at this point of the season. And I don't think anybody on this coaching staff should have a safe job at this point. I'm talking Stefanski, Joe Woods, Mike Prefer, I don't even know what Alex Van Pelt is purported to do. Does he? I guess he helps make the game plan. He's not calling the plays. He's not running the offense. I don't know what Alex Van Pelt does for this team right now, but none of these guys should have a safe job. And even you can even side-eye Andrew Berry a little bit for what this team has been in the early portion of this season. I think not late in the fourth quarter, but in the fourth quarter, when you get that crazy Amari Cooper touchdown catch on 4th down, that is extremely lucky to get that. Instead of kicking an extra point to make it a one-score game, you try to go for 2 to get it to 7, which doesn't make any sense. You might as well try to make it a one-score game and go from there. Jarvis Landry yelled at Freddie Kitchens for a similar decision a couple of years ago, I believe, against Arizona. And so now, since they failed that 2-point conversion, because Jacoby Brissett misses some he didn't throw the wide-open guys, he just didn't see that there were wide-open people to throw to. Even if they recover this onside kick, it makes the comeback effort extremely unlikely. It's not going to happen. Even if that kick is recovered inbounds, they don't have to review it and it's bad. That's still a 2-score game you have to get in like 5 minutes or so. This was another blowout against a well-coached Patriots team. The same thing happened last year, except this time it happened in Cleveland, not New England, where last year the Browns went into New England, got up 7-0, and then allowed 45 straight points. So I guess the good section can be that they didn't get blown out by as many points that they did last year. So that's it's improvement. Maybe next year if they play the Patriots again, they'll only lose by 14 points. Maybe something a little bit less embarrassing. But overall, just a horrible week for the Cleveland Browns. The season is in a tailspin. I don't see this getting better because I think if they would have gotten better, they've already had problems to fix, and they haven't fixed them yet. They have squandered their early season schedule that they had in the first 4 games. They went 2-2. We were saying earlier that that's not going to be acceptable. This is a shorter video than it has been the last week, but there's not much else to say. We keep watching the same thing week after week. I can only say these general sweeping things. I've already said them. All I'm doing is going through the specific bad things that happened in this game, because I've already said like overarching things from week to week. It's not going well for the Browns so far, and I don't see this getting any better. And even by the time Deshaun Watson gets back, this season is probably unsalvageable at that point. So thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. If you liked the video and you'd like to see more like it, I don't want to make videos yelling about how bad the Browns are, but that's just where I am at this point. Let me know in the comments below if maybe you think I'm overreacting and the Browns can somehow turn this around. I don't think this team has the coaching to turn this around. They might have some of the pieces, but I think if they were gonna change and make some changes in positive directions, they would have done it already, because they've had these issues the entire season and they haven't done anything about it yet. So again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.